avoiding sodium to a point of where it's extreme, that it can actually be detrimental to our health. Sodium is very important. It's an essential electrolyte that we need for nerve conductivity and other things. If sodium is taken in excess, like anything, there can be problems, obviously. The misconception that salt is associated with hypertension is, and I want to clarify this, when we're talking about salt, we're talking about in the condition of food. So the salt we naturally assume as the general public of salt is the 92 element component or compound that has all the 92 elements in it, which each one establishes various ranges. As an example, micro amounts of mercury can be found in sea salt. So when buying potatoes, please make sure they're organic. They're one particular food that we want to make sure that you get organic because of the amount of exposure that they're generally victim to, so to speak, the antifungals and things like that. So once again, try to get organic when you can. So what we're going to do here is real simple, real sweet. Once again, think about the emphasis of potassium, foods high in potassium. What I do here is we're just basically going to slice these. Black olives are good, obviously, for their oil content, but also they have other factors in it that are beneficial, other vitamins. It's a fruit, as many of you know, and that fruit itself is very good in imparting certain components like a mild amount of flavonoids. The red bell pepper, high in lycopene, we talked about it before, very good for inhibiting DHT, but what we're doing today is we're using any type of food that has a potassium enrichment to it. Remember, we're focused on that. So when we talk about emotions and things like that, some of the things to help control hypertension, obviously less stress, less anger, that type of thing, emotional, how can I say, readjustment, so to speak, to where you can try to find more peaceful times, conditions to where you're at rest, sanctuary time at your home as an example. Things where you can be more calm will definitely affect and participate in how you control blood pressure. A situation with blood pressure is it's not diminishing, the incidence is not diminishing, at least in the US. We have more incidence that is occurring, it's being monitored more often. Now for potatoes, I like the red onion personally. So to me, a little more sweeter of a taste. So we're just gonna go ahead and dice this up. And I'm putting this in after it's been, we took the beater to it. So basically, I'm just gonna add a little red onion. And pepper. Remember, salt, sea salt, with hypertension, don't worry too much about totally eliminating salt. I don't want you to be worried like, I gotta put that aside, too scared of it. Sea salt, or natural salt, is really healthy and important for our system. Good. So basically, salt that is refined excessively, and I'm not going to mention any names, I'm sure you know the brand names, they've been refined to such a degree that no longer is it the stable or the salt that was found originally, how it was found originally from the earth. As an example, most salts are mined out of earth and not evaporated from the sea. In that situation, it becomes unbalanced, so to speak, I guess, lack of a better term. And what that means is you're getting cases of more sodium in a situation like that with dextrose, which is an anti-caking agent. And when we do this and we alter the salt to such a high degree, then we have to be careful. So things to be taken for this would be ATP. ATP is designed basically to stabilize blood pressure, and it does so by basically consuming blood fats, triglycerides as an example. That's one thing that's favorable.